Hey, it's Chad. It's been a long time since my last video. Pretty much thought I was done making them, but this might come in handy for somebody if I can even accomplish it or not. But the upper drain plug for the oil is stripped out, and I'm going to try to get it out and replace it with a new one. So stick around. All right, let me set this down right quick. I'm back in East Tennessee, and a little bit of what I'm doing now. Like I said, it's been a long time, many months since I've made a video. Since my last video, I've been from the East Coast all the way to San Diego. I rode up through Death Valley, Tombstone, just all throughout the West, and been traveling a lot, and I just didn't make videos. You know, it seems like I don't know. This just isn't my thing. But I decided to make this one more because it's a little bit troubling what happened. You know, my bike now has about 43,000 miles on it, and by far most of that came within the year of retirement. But all throughout, ever since I had the bike, I had all the services done by BMW, and it was basically just because I didn't want to mess up the warranty. You know, I know they say it doesn't void your warranty if you do your own maintenance, but they'll find some reason to say no, that what you did caused the problem. So anyway, I've been having my services done at various BMW dealerships, and I ain't going to mention the names of the last ones that did it, but the last two services was done by the same dealership, and once my warranty expired, now I can go back to doing my own maintenance like I do on my other bikes. I started doing my own maintenance, so brought the bike over here to my sister's house and was going to change oil. So got the bottom drain plug, drained that oil out, no problem, you know, everything's going good. And then I went to drop the dry sump plug out of the oil pan. You know, it's up inside the other one, and I felt like it was going to strip out. I mean, it was really loose on the Allen wrench, and so I went and got another Allen wrench thinking that might be the problem, and same thing, it's stripped out. So I put it on a canner and turn it. You know, it's supposed to be torqued to like 7 pounds. It should break loose fairly easily. But it didn't. It's rounded out. Well, I was leaving to go to Texas for a while, so I didn't want to sit there and fool with it and take a chance on getting it out but not being able to put a new one back because I didn't have a new one. So I ordered a new plug, which is this, and been in Texas for 2-3 months, and now I'm back and I'm trying to fix my bike. I miss it, need to get back on the road. So anyway, the troubling thing about this is you want to be able to trust a dealership, you know. Now I'm not so sure, because I know for a fact they're the only people that's been up inside of my bike. They stripped it out beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know, and it makes me wonder how long has it been stripped out. Since I took it to the same dealership twice in a row, did they even change the oil up in there? I don't know. I mean, I hope they did, but obviously, unless they stripped it out, tightening it the last time, it's not been taken out in a while. Who knows how many oil changes? So, you know, got to come up with some way of getting that thing out, which is going to be a pain because I can't get to it. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is take out the bottom plug, because when I left it last time, I put the bottom plug back in it and a little bit of oil. I just didn't like the bike sitting here with no oil in the pan at all for that long a time. So I'm gonna drop that out and see if I can get that upper plug out. How I changed my oil for the first time on this bike, and then I ran into this problem, so I couldn't finish the video. So I think this one might be a little bit more helpful than just an oil change. Oil change is pretty simple. You know, you take out the bottom plug, it's a T50 Torx bit, and then drain the oil. You go up inside of the oil pan, and there's a dry sump plug up there. You take it out. I think it's 6mm. It could be 5. Oh, it's a 5mm. And take out that plug, drain that oil. While it's draining, change the filter. Yeah, pretty simple, but nothing's simple anymore. All right, looks like the oil's pretty much drained. So I cut this off to give me more room, because my plug to get up into the other oil plug is long. I can't really fit in there, so made this just to prevent making a mess. A long time ago in my previous life, before I was law enforcement, I was a mechanic in a coal mine. So we run into this problem quite a bit. And I got a few ideas I'm going to try. The first one is I'm just going to wrap a rubber band over the end of this and force it up into the plug, and hope with only 7 pounds of torque, it should, I'm hoping it's going to grip the sides enough to break it loose. If it doesn't, then I have to go to something else. I've used bigger Allen wrenches and drive them up in it with a hammer, but in this case it's up in there, and it's going to be pretty hard to get up in there to do that. I've sharpened Torx bits so they grip it and got them out. I've used key steel and drive up in them to get them out, and I've had to spot weld, you know, bolt heads or a nut or something on top of it to get it out, which is I can't do here. So man, I hope this works. Let's give it a try. That didn't work. It stripped out pretty bad. Alright, come up with another plan. Alright, failure after failure. First thing I tried was the rubber band wrapped around this, and it's worked for me before, but not this time. Then I used Teflon tape, I used electrical tape, and just kept building it up and driving it up in there to strip out. So now I'm down to I guess the last chance. So I found a T30 Torx bit. Sort of fits, but it's a little bit loose. It's close to the 5mm Allen wrench I'm using. So I'm going to take a T35 Torx bit, and I'm going to drive it up in there and hope it comes out. So here we go. It went pretty loose. Oh, I think it popped. I think it went. Oh, I think I got it. Come on. Yes. Woo. Alright, I was down to my last try. I knew once I drove something in there, if it rounded out then I wasn't going to get it out. I'd probably had to drop the whole pan and try to get pliers on it, because it does have a shoulder that sticks off. But if you can see, I had to hammer a T35 Torx bit up in it, and this is really soft. So I was surprised at how easy it went in there. Cut in pretty good, but it's stuck. So that's good news. Now I just got to finish changing the oil, and we're good to go. Let this drain. I'll change the filter. Show you what I did for the filter. There's the oil filter. So this is going to drain a little bit. Then I'll scoot over and take that off. But I cut a piece of that jug that I use for the to catch the oil. I just cut a piece of it off. I slide it up in here because that's going to be a mess when I take that filter off, and hopefully it'll keep it off my exhaust. It won't stink and smell and burn. So. All right, hard part done. Let's get with it. There's what I was talking about, keeping the oil off of the exhaust. It doesn't look like a lot came in, but most of it ran off on the inside and drained down, so not bad. I'll wipe it around a little bit and put the new filter on and go back with it. A little fresh oil on the gasket filter. The wind was whipping so bad, I had to pause it for a minute. But I just run this up. Normally the oil filter I just tighten on hand tight, and that's good. But you can't really get a grip on this, so I just run it up for I feel the gasket going, and then I'll tighten it maybe about a quarter turn after it's what I can turn it by hand. And that should be it. Off. There's just a little bit of oil back there on the pan. It'll burn off, it ain't bad. So, all right, now it's got to put oil in it. All right, all the oil's drained, new filter's on. All I got to do now is put the plugs back in. I got the new plug. Definitely don't want to over tighten this, or I'll run into the same problem next time. But because we're 7 foot-pounds, so I got my torque wrench only goes to it's in inch-pounds, so 7 times 12 is 84, so 84 inch-pounds. Need glasses. Problem with being homeless is all my tools are in Texas and Alabama, and you can only carry so much on the bike, but I needed an adapter to go from a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch for my Allen wrench. Luckily, I found one that's 1/4 inch drive, so I'm gonna torque this. All right, 7 foot-pounds done. Thank goodness. New crush washer on the bottom drain plug, and T50, and I think it calls for 13 or 18. I'll have to check. Foot-pounds of torque. My torque wrench doesn't go up to 18 foot-pounds, so I've used my electronic one. Hopefully it's not dead. So. And tighten this bottom plug to 18 foot-pounds, or 25 Newton meters. All right. Got this done right in time because came a good little shower and it looks like there's more on the way. Got the bike in the garage, but anyway, changing your oil is simple. You know, if you got the room to do it, it takes very little skill. You drop 2 plugs, drain the oil, replace the filter, put the new plugs back in, and that's pretty much it. The reason for this video though was just to, I don't know, tell you guys be careful out there. You don't know what anybody's doing when they work on your bike. I know for a fact it was a BMW dealership that stripped that out. It's the first time I've been inside this bike. So it makes you wonder, did they change the oil? You know, did they get it out, strip it on the last time or the time before, or you don't know. So anyway, something to keep an eye out for. And thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll do another video. I've just been traveling the country, doing a lot of riding and just enjoying life. So anyway, happy riding, and catch you down the road.